So yesterday, just introduction about myself discussed. Next introduction about course plan. Next prerequisites. Just give an introduction. Okay. Today we'll start actual class. Today we'll start actual class. Okay. Yes. I'm starting from very beginning. Yes, yesterday, what is big data? Just introduction given. Okay, just a 10 minutes topic only yesterday we discussed. Yes, all yesterday completely introduction itself, introduction only here. Last ending only 10 minutes we discussed. The 10 minutes topic I'm repeating. Okay. Yes. First question is what is Hadoop? I'm starting from very beginning. What is Hadoop? Starting from very beginning. What is Hadoop? What is Hadoop? Simply answer. What is Hadoop? Answer is Hadoop is an open source framework. Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Right? Yes, Hadoop is an open source. Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Now this terminology. Hadoop is the name of the software is Hadoop. Why named as Hadoop? Later I will explain. Hadoop is the name of the software. Yes, about that why named as Hadoop, that reason we'll discuss later. That is Hadoop history. We'll discuss later. Next, open source. What is open source? Let us see. What is next question is what is open source? Next question. Okay. Next one more word. There's a framework. So what is framework? Next question. Next one more word. Storing and processing. That's okay. Those words are okay. Now big data. One more word. Yes. What is big data? What is big data? These are the questions. So first question, what is open source? Yes, how to answer this question here. What is open source? See, there are two things here. First one, this is a freeware. First one, freeware. Second one, yes, open source. Freeware, next open source. Freeware, open source, both are not same. These are different things. Freeware is different, open source is different. So what is freeware? So freeware, yes, it is downloaded free of cost. It can be downloaded. It can be downloaded. It can be downloaded yet free of cost. It can be downloaded free of cost. Okay, downloading and can be used here. It can be downloaded and used. It can be downloaded and used yet free of cost without any licensing. Yet free of cost only this is. Just at free of cost. Okay, freeware means it can be downloaded and used at free of cost. No licensing, nothing here. No licensing, nothing here. For example, yeah, there is a Putty software. Okay, yes, free of cost. This can be used. Putty software. For example, the Putty software. This can be used at free of cost. It's a free of cost. It can be used here. Free of cost. Yeah, this is, I'm closing Putty sessions. There's a free of cost. WinSCP. It's a free of cost. So free of cost, but we can't change anything in this. These features we can't change. Yeah, this layout and all this we can't change. Okay, we can't change it here. That is open source. Open source means it can be downloaded and used at free of cost, but cannot be modified here. But cannot be modified. But cannot be modified. But cannot be modified. Cannot be modified. Next, what is open source? Open source, yes, open source. It can be downloaded, including source code. Can be downloaded including source code. It can be downloaded including source code. Yes, open source. It can be downloaded including source code. Including source code, you can download it. Okay. and also can be modified, and also can be modified, and also can be modified. Means we can rebuild. Yes, Hadoop is an open source. Yes, it can be downloaded including its source code, including source code. Source code means Hadoop developed in Java. Hadoop developed in Java. Hadoop developed in Java here. All the Java code you can download it. All the Java code you can download it here. All the Java code you can download it. So including Java code you can download the Hadoop. After downloading, you can modify. Yes, if you want to add the features, you can add the features. Yes, continuously you can add the features here. You can add the features, download the some complete source code, next add the features. Adding features, suppose if you want to remove existing thing, you can remove here. We can customize. Modify means customized. So these things can be customized. So customized as per requirements. We can customize it. That is called open source. If we able to customize, if we able to modify, that is called as open source. Hadoop is a open source means Hadoop can be downloaded including source code and it can be modified. And it can be modified. That's the meaning of open source. Okay, right? Next, framework. What is framework? Next question, what is framework? So next question, what is framework here? What is framework? Yes, framework is a ready-made one. It is a ready-made one. Ready-made one. Okay. Yes, framework is ready-made one. It is ready to use. Ready to use. Ready to use. Without any coding. Without any coding, ready to use. Directly can use. Framework is ready-made one. Ready to use. So ready to use. No coding, nothing. Without coding, can use that here. Okay. Yes, in Hadoop framework, only MapReduce part you should write little bit coding. Remaining all these list of things are tools. Directly you can use it here. Yes, coding is very less. All the tools you can use queries and you can run here. Okay. It's a ready-made one here. Framework, it's a ready-made one. It is ready to use. Ready to use. Directly you can use it. Okay. Yes. About framework. Next, big data. Next question, what is big data? Next question, what is big data? Next question, what is big data? Yes, 1 second. Yes, let me take Word document so that's easy to explain. Hadoop. Yes, new folder. Hadoop 8 p.m. Yes, September month. Yes. Documents. Yes, Hadoop introduction. Yes, this is clear topic. Yes, I'll share this. This document I'll be sharing. Every daily class documents will be shared here. Apart from main document is after finishing class, I'll share the documents. Okay. What is big data? So exactly what is big data? What is big data? Yeah, this topic little bit yesterday introduced here. Okay. Let us review once again. What is big data? So for example here, there is a company. For example, here there is a company. Okay. There is a company with data storage capacity of 100 TB. Okay. Here there is a company with data storage capacity 100 TB. So 100 TB server. 100 TB server. Yeah, database server with 100 TB. Yes, 100 TB, right? Database server capacity 100 TB. Okay. Suppose company started 5 years ago. That means maybe 2015 started. 2015. First year, very less business, right? First year, very less business because of startup company, less business. Yes, in company, every transaction data generating. The data generating inside of database. All the transactions data stored inside of database. 2015, okay. Next year, 2016. Yes, year changed. Means almost 1 year complete means business increasing, right? And long run business increasing automatically here. Customers, attracting customers with your quality service and all this here. So business increasing, automatically transactions increasing. And transaction increasing, whatever data also will increase, right? Data also increasing. So 2016, right? 2017, maybe more business. Because of your quality service, maybe getting more business. Okay, more business, right? More business. Yes, again data generating. 2017 data, 2018 data, 2019 like this. Like this, every year generating some data, right? So reach it to 2020. Yes, in the year 2020, this server is unable to take data. Server filled over, that capacity over filled, but data more than the capacity of server. That is called as data is more than the capacity of server, right? That means company facing a big data problem. Yes, already server filled here. Server capacity is over. Means company facing big data issue. Okay, data is more than the limit. What's the limit here? 100 TB. But data is more than 100 TB. Still data is there. More than 100 TB. Means more than the capacity rates. That is called big data. Okay. So what are data generating here? Data which is beyond of storage limits. That is called big data. Yes. One more example. Suppose your computer, your laptop. For example, your laptop purchased in the year 2017. For example, 27, maybe 3 years ago, purchased. Your laptop purchased in 2017. Okay, started using it. Started using. Yes, it's storage capacity. Storage. Yes, storage maybe 1 TB. Yes, your disk capacity 1 TB. Your laptop disk capacity 1 TB. Storage capacity 1 TB. 1 TB, right? It's a 1 TB. Okay. Yes. So 2017, somewhere work, firework, generating some data. Yes, 2018, maybe your personal work, maybe office work, maybe your personal family videos and audios and all these things storing, right? Downloading so many things here. Okay, 2017, 2018, 2019, suppose currently disk filled. Disk filled, still data is there. Yes, after filling this, I want to download some other, maybe office data I want to download, but not possible because disk is filled. Means you facing a big data problem. Personally, you facing big data problem. Yes, your laptop 2017 purchased, but data, yes, that 1 TB disk free space, disk filled, still data is a way to store. Means you facing big data problem. Yes, you facing big data problem. See, 100 TB case company facing big data problem. Yes, your case you facing big data problem. That is nothing but big data. That is called exactly big data here. So what is big data? Big data, any amount of data, any amount of data, any amount of data, which is any amount of data which is beyond, which is beyond of storage limits, which is beyond of storage limits, storage limit, which is beyond of storage limits. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits is called as big data. Is called as big data. Is called as big data. So any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits, any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit is called as big data. Okay. See, actually, big data means really it's a big one. Big data means really it's a big one. Really it's a big one. It is a big one, right? See, this database, maybe Oracle database, or MySQL database, or Microsoft SQL Server database. These all are traditional databases. Till now, what are the database we are using? All the databases come from traditional systems. Traditional servers. These servers not in a position to store huge amount of data. They can't store. All the traditional systems are failing to store big data. Right? Okay. So big data means really big one. Yes, which is unable to store and processed store and processed, which is unable to store and process. Store and process by the traditional systems. If traditional system is unable to process, that is called big data. If traditional systems are failing to store data, that is called a big data. So big data means really very big one here. Okay. Yes, big one, which is unable to store and process the traditional database servers. Traditional database servers. Traditional database servers like Oracle database server, MySQL server, Microsoft SQL server, yes, SQL server, maybe DB2, all the traditional databases, Postgres, all the traditional databases. That is called big data. So this is definition of big data. What is big data? Simple definition is this. Simple definition. Okay. Yes, I'll tell you one more example. So what is big data? So what is big data? Question is what is big data? Big data. So how to answer this question? Big data. Any amount of data which is beyond the storage limit is called as big data. Big data means really it's a big one. Okay, which is unable to store and process by traditional systems. Traditional systems fails to process big data. See, one more example here. See, 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, right? 1 byte equal to 8 bits. 1 byte equal to 8 bits. Okay. Yes, next after bytes, next 1 KB. 1 KB equal to 1024 bytes. 1 KB. After KB, next what MB. 1 MB equal to 1024 KB, right? Yes, MB. After MB, GBs. 1 GB equal to 1024 MBs. Yes, after GB, next what terabytes. 1 terabyte equal to 1024 GBs. After terabytes, next petabytes. 1 petabyte equal to 1024 terabytes. After petabyte, next exabytes. 1 exabyte equal to 1024 petabytes. Yes, after exabytes, next zettabytes. 1 zettabyte is equal to 1024 exabytes. This is data volume is like this. Data volume. Yes, how much volume of disk? We can select 1 TB disk and all this, right? 1 second. What is volume of my disk? Okay. Properties. See this. Disk. Installed memory 16 GB. Where is disk? For i7 2.8G 16 GB RAM. This is disk volume here. No, here is not showing. 1 second. Disk volume. Go to here. Here you can check it here. Yes. Disk volume. Properties. See this. C drive. The disk 112 GB. User space. Free space 111 GB. D drive. So that is C drive. Next D drive. C drive. C 112 111. D drive. Properties. Can see. Yes. 275 GB 65, right? So these GBs volume. This called a volume here. Volume. Yes. Volume units. These are like this: kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes, exabyte, zettabytes. Okay. Yes, here KB means 10 to the power of 3, megabytes 10 to the power of 6. Next 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. That's it. Yes, in this here, yes, up to GBs. Okay. Yes, up to GBs is a small data. Small data comes on small data. Okay, maybe 100 GB small data, 500 GB small data. Once reach to terabytes, it's a big data. So terabytes to Yes, zettabytes. Zettabytes comes on big data. This big data, right? Terabytes to zettabytes is big data, right? This is so up to GBs is small data. Terabytes to zettabytes comes on big data. Yes, I'll tell you one example here. What is terabyte? How to understand terabyte here? I'm talking about KB, MB, GB, TB. What is this? Yeah, their data volume, right? How to understand? I'll give one picture for this to understand this terabyte. For example, here in Facebook generating, Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day. Okay, means how much this is? What is this data? 4 petabytes of data. How to understand this? Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day. Yes, how can you understand this petabytes here? See, in terms of movies, I'll explain. Movie, just one movie. 4 petabytes of data is equal to how many movies? Let us try. Now you can understand. You'll get some picture, some idea about it. One movie. See, one movie equal to, yes, how much space? 300 GB, right? 300 GB, max is 500 GB. 500 GB here. Okay, max, sorry, MBs. MB, not GBs. 500 MB here. Okay, yes, 500. Yes, one movie, 500 MB. Sometimes 800 movie also, 800. Suppose more graphics using here, that may have taken more. It's like, for example, Avatar. Yes, it's a big space taking. 1 second. One movie equal to not MBs, GBs. So 100 MB, 1 hour. Yeah, 500 MB. 1 MB playing for, yeah, right. Around 500 MB here. One movie equal to 500 MB. So 1 GB equal to how many movies here? 2 movies. 2 movies. 1 GB equal to 2 movies. Okay, right? Now here, 100 GB is equal to how many movies here? Yes, 1 second. 1 GB equal to 2 movies. 1 TB is equal to 1024 GB, right? 1 TB equal to 1024 GB. That means equal to how many movies here? 1024 multiplied by 2 means 2048 movies. 2000. 1 terabyte equal to 2048 movies. Okay. Yes, 25 means around 2000 movies. 1 TB. So 1 TB equal to, yes, how many here? 1000 movies. 1 TB equal to 1000 movies. 1 TB equal to 1000 movies. Okay. Yes, next 1 petabyte equal to 1 petabyte. 1 terabyte equal to 1000 movies. Yes, see. Yes, my disk 1 TB. So by 1 TB disk, in 1 TB disk we can store 1000 movies. 1000 movies, yes, we can store. Okay. Now 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TB, right? That means 1000 multiplied by 1000 here means 1 lakh of movies, I think. Thousands, yes. 1 3 zeros and 3 zeros. Yeah, 10 lakhs of movies. 1 petabyte is equal to 10 lakhs of movies. That much of, yeah, 1 petabyte. Yeah, that is, they're measuring this like this. Right, okay. Yes, I think my calculation, let me check it 1 second. Do customers. Yeah, my calculation is right. 140 MB, right? It's MBs only, not GBs, right? Yes. So here, so how many is 1 petabyte equal to? Yes, this is one movie 500 MB, 1 GB means 2 movies, 1 TB equal to 1024. Yes, no, this is wrong calculation. 1 GB, 2 movies. 1 TB, 1024 GB multiplied by 2. Okay, correct. 10, 20, 48 movies. 1024 multiplied by 2, 20, 48 movies. So 1 TB equal to 20, 48 movies. 1 TB, not, yes, 2000 movies. This is 1 TB is 2000 movies. Around 2000 movies here. 1 petabyte equal to 1024. So 1024 multiplied by, that means this around 3030. That means 20 lakhs of movies. Yeah, that much of movies here. Okay, right? This is okay. That much of movies here. That is calculation. Okay, fine. Yes, no, I think wrong. This is not MBs, GBs. And GB, no. Right. MBs, okay, right. MBs is right. Yes. 1 movie. 2 GB, 3 GB. Yes. 1 movie equal to, I think 500 GB, 1 movie. No, my calculation is wrong here. 1 movie equal to 5 GB. So 1 movie equal to 5 GB. Okay. Next 1 TB equal to 1024 GBs. Here this value is equal to here. Yes, movie 5 GB. So 1024 multiplied by 5 is equal to how much? Yes, 5000. So for example, around, yeah, this is 5000 movies. It's a 5000 movies. 1 terabyte equal to 5000 movies. 5 into 1 movie, 5 GB, 1024. 1 second, wrong. This is 1 second. Let me calculate. Yes. So 1 terabyte, 1024 divided by 5. Yes, 204 movies. This is equal to 204 movies. 1 terabyte, 204 movies you can store. 1 terabyte. So 1 terabyte equal to 204 movies. Now 1 petabyte equal to 1024 terabytes, right? That means 204 movies. 1 petabyte equal to 1024. Okay. Yes. 1024 multiplied by 200. That's it here. Okay, 200. That around 200 movies. Around 200 here. So here 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TB. So 1 terabyte equal to 200 movies. So now get 1024 terabytes multiplied by 200 means around 200 plus 3 zeros means 2 lakhs of movies. Yes, exact right. This is right figure. 2 lakhs of movies. Yes, in 1 petabyte, 2 lakhs of movies. Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data. 4 petabytes of data per day. That means 4 petabytes is equal to how many movies? Yes, 8 lakh of movies. Yeah, the right calculation. Yes. Yeah, that much of data generating in Facebook. That is the way to understand this. Okay, 4 petabytes of data means 8 lakhs of movies. That much of movies. Reason, in Facebook there are 260 crores of accounts. Facebook is having 220, yes, 260 crores of accounts. 220 crores users. Yes, sir. 2 billions. 2 billions of is working actively. Suppose 260 crores. Yes, 2.6 billions, nothing but. It's a billions of users. Billions of users working Facebook, right? Billions of users. Yes, out of 2.6 here, maybe 2 billions of users are active users. 2 billions of users actively working, right? Means every day uploading data. 2 billions of users uploading data. Then how much? Yes, take at least 1 billion. 1 billion means 100 crores. 100 crores, right? 100 crores on average. Let us calculate that. 100 crores. 100 crores. Zeros, thousands, 10,000s, Next lakhs. This is next 100 crores. So thousands, 10,000, 10 lakhs, 100 crores. Yes, 100 crores. Clear? Yes, how much? 3 plus 2, 5, 7 plus 2, 9. 9 zeros. 5, 7, 9 zeros. Suppose let us take each, for each Facebook account, maybe 1 MB data daily. Yes, simply just your image, minimum 2 or 3 MB will be there. Okay. 1 MB, at least maybe take an MB, 1 MB on average 10 MB, right? 10 MB multiplied by 10 MB, on average 10 MB of data each customer. Yes, I'm calculating for only 1 billion, not for 2.6 here. 1 MB data, so 10 MB data on average 10 MB data for each user. So these MBs, right, divided by 1024 is equal to, so this is GBs of data divided by 1024. So this, yes, it's a terabytes of data. 9.53 here, 953. It's a petabytes of data. Petabytes divided by, yes, again 1024 is equal to how much? 9.3 petabytes of data. 9.3 petabytes of data. Yes. So I told you 4 petabytes, right? Around like this. Okay, that means 100 billions of users actively working here. So each one generating 5 MB data. For 10 MB data, 9 petabytes. 5 MB data, it's a, yes, 5 MB data is a 4 petabytes of data. That's it here. So 100 actively working users I taken only 50%. 1 billion of users. Actually, total is 2.6. Out of 2.6, only 1 billion working. 1 billion actually uploading. Suppose each person 10 MB data. 10 MB data is very small. Suppose your photo minimum 1 MB, that is maybe 2 or 3 photos we are uploading, right? Okay. So 10 MB. Yes, even 5 MB also 4 petabytes of data. That's it. This is calculation. Okay. Yes, in big data, when you calculating big data, when you are working out big data, you must have this kind of calculations. This must have big data developer is different, layman is different, other software engineer different, big data engineer is different here. Big data engineer must have this kind of calculations. You must have this kind of calculations. Okay. So this is just what is big data introduction. Okay. See, 4 petabytes of data means how many here? Yes, 8 lakhs of movies of data generating per day. 8 lakhs of movies means lot of many number of movies, right? Yes, many years data. This is big data. Yes, simple introduction like this. Okay, fine. Next. Yes, there are different sources of big data. Let us see. What are the sources of big data? From where data is getting here? Big data from where generating here? What are the sources of big data? Yes. What are the sources of big data? Yes, who is generating all this data here? Yes, lot of data I'm using nowadays, right? Who are generating? From where data generating? Sources. Best example, big data source, historical data. Big data example, historical data comes from big data here. Historical data. So what is historical data? In company generating some data, the data will be historical data, historical data. Next, transactional data. Historical data, next transactional. Historical, next transactional data. Historical data and transactional data. Yes, transactional data is nothing but live data, daily data, day-to-day data. It's live data, live data. Historical data means old data. It's old data with last year data. Last year data. See, every company year closing year closed. Once year closed, the data comes under historical data. Once a balance sheet submitted, closing that year. Once year closed, the data comes under historical data. Okay. Yes, historical data cannot be modified. Historical data cannot be modified, but transaction data can be modified. Yes, anytime transaction data can be modified anytime here. Live data that can be modified anytime here. Let me explain some transaction data example here. Transactional data means live data. Transaction data always being modified here. Transaction data, yes, anytime modification here. Transaction data, yes, can be modified at any time here. At any time, but historical data should not be modified. Once a balance sheet submitted, the data comes on historical data. If we try to modify historical data, that will affect balance sheet, right? Company balance sheet get affected, should not be modified. Historical data should not be modified. Transaction data can be modified at any time. For example, here, let us take Flipkart order. Yes, I am placing order into Flipkart. In Flipkart, first Flipkart selected item, add to cart, means your order open, status is open. Okay. First log into Flipkart, your login, right? Your login information. Okay, after login, first adding item to cart, it's a open, means your order is open. After opening here, next select the next item, right? Like this. After that, yes, next is submit. Submit, right? Once submitted, it shows the complete bill. Initially status is what? Open. Next what? Submit. After submission here, that shows the complete billing. Billing rate, total bill. Suppose if you okay, then confirm. Or the status change to confirm, right? Confirm or cancel. Suppose more items, cancel. Okay, confirm or cancel. Okay, suppose order confirmed. Order confirmed here. After confirming order here, either Flipkart has to receive order, right? Yes, received, order received. Order is status, order received. After receiving here, next, yes, confirmed, cancel, something like this. Confirmed, cancel, received. After receiving order, next, that order has to pack it. They will pack it, right? Pack it. Received order and pack it. After packing here, next what? Delivered. Next status is delivered, right? Then the record is changing, right? The record is modifying. Already initially one record generated. Whenever open that order, open the record generated. That record status what? Submit. What is next status? Confirmed. What is next status? Received. Next status what here? Packed. Next what? Delivered. After delivered here, yes, at the customer location, yes, accepted or accepted, accepted or rejected, accepted or rejected. Okay, suppose accepted here, then received payment here. So received payment, next status is received payment, right? Yes, received payment. Like this continuously changing order, right? Received payment. Once payment is order closed. Order closed. See, order opens. First, between opens and closed, many number of transactions, right? That record continuously being updated. Yes, open. Okay, order opens on 10th. Yes, September. Okay, order may be closed on 20th September. 20th September, right? 20th September. Okay, 20th September means 10 days. That record is updating for 10 days, right? 10 days. Between this transaction happening here, record is being updated for 10 days, right? 10 days means this kind of data called transaction data. Transaction data can be modified at any time here. Transaction data can be modified at any time. Transaction data can be modified at any time. Here, this is about historical data and transaction data. See, historical data. Historical data, suppose 1 year data, no problem. 2 years, no problem. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. 10 years of data means it's a huge amount of data. 10 years of data means huge amount of data. That is called big data. Okay. Yes, in server, you can store 1 year data, 2 years, 3 years data, 4 years, not possible. More than 4 years may not be possible. So that historical data storing to server is not easy. So that is called big data here. Historical data is one of the examples of big data, historical data. Okay. Yes, next other examples. Historical data. Next, let us see one more example here. Yes, one more example. Yes, black box. Black box data. One more example is black box data. What is black box? Any idea? Yes, guys, any idea what is black box? Any idea? No idea. What is black box? No idea. Yes, no one responding. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Yeah, right. Naveen, you right. Aeroplanes weather report data, that's okay. Fine. Yeah. What is exactly? Yes, black box. It is a data recorder. It's a data recorder. Recorder in aircrafts. Okay. Aircraft. That aircraft may be helicopter or aeroplane, something like that. Data recorder. Okay. Yes, it will record everything here. It will record everything here. It will record everything. So what type of things? Yes, like conversation between flight crew members. Conversation between flight crew members. Flight crew members means staff members. Flight crew. Captain. Main pilot is a captain. Next, second pilot. Main pilot, second pilot. Apart from that, air hostess. Air hostess. Next, mechanical engineer. Next, supervisor. Yeah, this is complete crew, flight crew. Captain, second pilot, mechanical engineer, air hostess, supervisor. These maybe 5 to 6 members. Flight crew. So whatever the conversation between flight crew members recording by the black box. Okay, flight crew members conversation. All that conversation, right? Next, flight information. Yes, information about flight here. Yes, information about flight. Information about flight. Okay, means information means time of starting, time of ending. Time of starting, time of ending here. Next, what's the altitude? Flight is flying here. What's the current altitude? Means height. Next, what's the direction? In which direction flight is moving? Yes, altitude, direction, all the things recording by the black box. Not only this here, sometimes conversation with ATC, air traffic controlling system. In every airport, there is a ATC. In every airport, there is a ATC. Okay, every airport there is a ATC, air traffic controlling system. So before landing into airport, yes, that flight captain, should get the confirmation. Once you will talk to ATC, captain will talk to ATC here. Once you get the confirmation here, once route is cleared, they can land at airport. That conversation is recording by the black box. Okay. Next, apart from this, capturing. Yes, like suppose flight moving across mountains. Yeah, it will capture that mountains. Across some villages, it will capture this. Across some sea, capturing everything. Okay, next, weather information. maintaining weather information, next temperature inside and outside, all that information. Okay, yes, it will generate data like this. Okay, here BlackBox, it will generate 20 GB data per hour. This will generate 20 GB data per hour here. Per hour, hourly 20 GB data generates. Okay, so per travel, how much data? For example, here, yes, Hyderabad to Chicago. Chicago. Yes, Chicago, our data center is Chicago. Yes, every year on-site work, we are traveling to Chicago. Yes, Hyderabad to Chicago, this is yes around 36 hours travel. 36 hours. Okay. Yes, going there, coming back. Travel, to and fro. To and fro, one travel is equal to 36 plus 7. 36 into 36. Sorry, 36 plus 36. 72 hours. Delay and all maybe 80 hours. Around 80 hours. Okay. So around one travel. So one travel is equal to 80 hours. One travel equal to 80 hours. So 80 hours, how much data generating here? 20 GB multiplied by 80 hours, right? So 80 hours. 80 multiplied by 20 GB is equal to how much here? Is equal to 1600 GB data generating. Yes, flight. A flight one travel 1600 GB data means around 1.6 TB data, terabytes of data. One divided by 1000. So around 1.6 TB data generating one travel. But okay, next in a month it can have 10 travels. Yes, one travel almost 3 days, right? 72 hours, that 80 hours, almost 3 days. So maybe 10 travels, on average 10 travels. 10 travels is equal to how much data here? 10 travels equal to how much data here? So 1.6 multiplied by 10, that means one flight generating 1600 TB data. One flight generating 1600 TB data, 16 TB data in a month. Okay, right? Yes, yearly how much here then? Yearly how much here? Yearly, yes, 16 multiplied by 12. 16 multiplied by 12 here. Okay, 16 multiplied by 12. 16 multiplied by 12 is equal to here. 1 second. 16 multiplied by 12 is equal to 192. Yes, it's a 192 terabytes of data. 192 terabytes of data. One flight in a year generating 190 terabytes of data. Yes, British Airways having 200 flights. They have total 200 flights they are operating here. British Airways, 200 flights. 200 flights. Is equal to how much? 200 multiplied by 192. So around 200. 200 multiplied. Yes, is equal to 4, then 4 zeros. So that means this data is this much of terabytes. So this is equal to 4 petabytes, around 4 petabytes. Yes, 400 terabytes, nothing but it's 4 petabytes of data. 4 petabytes of data generated rates. Yeah, there is nothing big data here. Black box. Okay, black box. Yes, for this whole the British Airways yearly generating that much of data. So you say big data. This is one more example of big data. Right? Okay. Yes. Next, other examples. Other examples. Yes, other examples. Yes, social network sites. Social network sites. Social network sites like Facebook, next YouTube. They are generating a lot of data every day. Next Twitter. Okay, a lot of tweets happening every day. Twitter. Next Gmail. Okay, Gmail. Like this. So like with these things, WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp. Next, LinkedIn. Like this, different kind of applications. They generate a lot of data every day. These are social network sites. Next, search engines. One more example, search engines. Search engines. search engines like Google, Yahoo, lot of searches. Yes, in Google, 3 millions of searches happening every day. 3 millions, lot of data generated here. Okay, right? Next, apart from this, yes, power grid data, power grid data, power grid data, power supply, right? Power grid data, power grid, power supply, right? Power grid data. Yes, lot of data every day here. Power grid, power distribution, power distributing in different locations, maybe villages and towns and others, right? Maybe industrial supply, domestic supply, commercial supply, or everything they have to record it here. Yes, billing system. They have to record everything, billing system, right? Next, so they should maintain all that data. Reason, yes, next year how much demands. Yes, that government has to analyze. Next year, this year, suppose this month, Jan month, how much power consumption. Next year, how much consumption here. That power consumption they have to estimate. So this month, September month. So next October month, how much demand is there? They have to analyze. How they can analyze? How? Based on last year consumption, last 3 years. In last year, this is consuming here. So this year also expecting same or more than that, right? That history here, maybe 3 years or 4 years of historical data. Based on historical data, they can estimate how much demand, okay, in the next month. So to meet the demand here, yes, what are the decisions you have to take? Okay, so it's a big data. This is one more example of big data. One more example of big data. Next, one more example, stock exchange data here. Stock exchange data. One more stock exchange data. Like New York Stock Exchange, next Mumbai Stock Exchange, right? Yes, Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE. New York Stock Exchange, very big one in the market here. Yes, in the worldwide, very big one. New York Stock Exchange, very big one worldwide. Yes, it is at New York Times Square. Yes, New York Times Square. Times Square. Yes, almost top 1,000 companies, definitely they will have office at Times Square. Is it prestigious for the companies? Okay, top 1,000 companies, definitely they will maintain office at the Times Square. It's a very famous, worldwide famous. New York Times Square, very famous. Okay, having office at New York Times Square, prestige is for the company here. Okay, so like there many companies, listed companies, New York Stock Exchange. Yes, Bombay Stock Exchange, many listed companies. Okay, suppose I wanted to buy some share. How I can buy share here? Yes, how? Based on history. I will consider the history. Yes, what's the current value? Share value. Yesterday, what's the value? Last 3 days, what's the value here? Last 3 months, last 3 years. By considering history, I will buy the share rates. So that stock exchange has to provide historical data. Share history they should provide it. That means they should maintain historical data. Yes, maybe Bombay Stock Exchange or New York Stock Exchange. They have to maintain historical data. Maybe 10 years of data. 10 years of data, right? Yes, it's not easy. That is big data. Okay. Next, one more example here. Banking data. Banking. So banking data. Banking data. Yes, these are historical data. For example, here, someone is asking for statement. Maybe 7-month statement, immediately you can give it. Yes, online you can get it within 1 minute. 3 months of statement also no problem. 1 year also no problem. But 3 years of statements, they will take for 24 hours. Means that historical data they have to take it. They will take the historical data and they will provide it, right? It's a big data. 3 years of data. Suppose someone is asking 10 years of statement. 10 years. For example, here I'll tell you some best example. Suppose Nirav Modi, he did some scan with Punjab National Bank, PNB. Okay. Now CBI will ask for the statements. Okay, CBI will ask for statement, right? Yes, statement since opening account. Yes, CBI will ask for statement. CBI asking for statement, right? Asking for statements from the beginning. From the beginning, right? Yes, that account was opened in the year 2007. Yes, account opened in the year 2007. 2007, right? So from that year, they should provide it. 2007 to 2020. 2020 means almost, yes, 13 years of data here, right? 13 years is equal to 13 years. 13 years of transactions they should maintain, right? Yes. 13 years of it is not easy, right? Lot of data they should maintain here. So this is big data example. Like this, we can discuss many number of examples. Banking data. Next, yes, apart from this other examples, transport data. Transport data. For example, Indian Railways. Many passengers are traveling every day, right? Yes, millions of passengers. Every passenger information they should maintain this. Yes, not only 1 year data, 10 years of data. Yes, trains information, routes information, next staff information, passenger information, all the data, right? This is big data. That is the source of big data here. Okay. Next, apart from medical data. Yes, medical data. Hospitals, they will maintain data, right? See what kind of data. Medical data. Suppose doctor prescription. Every doctor prescription, they will scan it. All the prescriptions, they will maintain this. Okay. How they can provide better treatment for the patients based on historical data. Okay. For example, here, take Apollo. Apollo famous for cardiologist, right? Apollo. Apollo. Yes. Apollo, APPO. Yes. Apollo famous for cardiologist. Yes, they have the different centers across the world with different doctors. Different doctors will get different prescriptions. Out of all these prescriptions here, which is the best successful, most successful prescription? Top 10. They will analyze top 10 here, right? After analyzing based on that here, they can provide better treatment for the next patient. So to provide better treatment for the next treatment here, every prescription they will scan it on their store. Which is the most successful prescription? They will analyze that. So based on that, they can provide better treatment for the next coming patients. Medical data. Okay. Next, insurance data. Insurance data. Yes, insurance data also comes under insurance. Some vehicles insurance, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, life insurance, 30 years, 40 years, right? Yeah, that much of years of data they should maintain. This is that much of data. Okay. Next, online shopping. Online shopping. Yes, see, Amazon facing lot of issue with the online shopping here. Yes, many data centers they have. Yes, Amazon online shopping. Many data centers they have. Okay. Big data generating every day. Yeah, these are some big data examples. Okay, transport data, medical data. Next, ISRO data. Yes, ISRO. Lot of data every day here. NASA data. Like this. All these kind of things. Almost top 10,000 companies generating big data here. Top 10,000 companies worldwide. Top 10,000 companies using Hadoop. That's the reason. Lot of requirement for the Hadoop base, Hadoop sources. Top 10,000, almost top 10,000 companies reach to Hadoop. Top 10,000 companies. Okay. Next, top 100 companies using Spark. The top 100 companies reach to Spark stage. Okay. Yeah, they are the big data examples. Like this, we can discuss many number of examples. Okay. 1 second. Till now, what I discussed, everything is the document here. Let me show the document here. Hadoop document. This is. Yeah, what is big data? Definition. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits called as big data here. This example is there here. Big data ranging from terabytes, gigabytes. Examples of big data. Okay. Try in Google. Big data examples. Okay. Yes, 4 millions of searches in Google. 3 lakhs of tweets. Well, that means 300 millions of tweets in Twitter, 2.5 millions of piece of concept post Facebook here, 72 hours of new videos uploaded YouTube, 72 hours. Okay, this is okay. Yes. What comes from big data? Historical data, black box data, social media data, like this, stock exchange data, power grid data, transport data, search engine data, all these examples. Some more examples, other examples, banking data, online insurance, and medical illness. This comes from big data here. These are examples of big data. So this is just idea about big data. This is just introduction to big data. Okay. Yes, with big data, there are some challenges. Traditional systems are not in a position to face all the big data challenges. What are the big data challenges? Let's list out today. Tomorrow we'll discuss all the challenges. Big data challenges. What are the challenges in big data here? Big data challenges. First one, main challenge is storage. Storage. Main problem is storage. Storage. Main problem is storage. Okay, data storage. With big data, main challenge data storage. Traditional systems are not in a position to store big data. Data storage main problem. Next, data processing. Big data processing here. Data processing here. Data processing. Data processing. Next is data processing. Okay. Next, with big data, high-end hardware requirements. High-end hardware requirements. High-end hardware. Next, with big data, chance of generating very large files. Very large files. Very large files. Generating very large files. Okay, right? Next, backup and recovery task. Backup and recovery. Backup and recovery. Backup and recovery. So with big data, backup and recovery. Right, okay. Next, from the disaster management. Disaster management. Disaster management. These are the big data challenges. Okay, data storage, data processing, high-end hardware, very large files, backup and recovery, disaster management. You see, traditional systems are not in a position to face all the challenges. Data storage, big data, traditional systems can't. Data processing, big data cannot process. Maybe hanging servers cannot care. High-end hardware required for traditional systems. Very large files can't handle care. Backup and recovery, very risky task here. These are the main challenges with big data. Yes, apart from other challenges. Other challenges we'll see next year. First, let us see about these challenges here. Data storage, data processing, high-end hardware, very large files, yes, backup and recovery, disaster management. Traditional systems are not in a position to face all the challenges. Then which is the right technology to face all the challenges? Hadoop. Hadoop is a solution for the all big data challenges. Hadoop, yes, Hadoop is the best solution. Hadoop provides best solution for all the challenges. Hadoop provides best solution. Yes, I'll explain tomorrow what are solutions from Hadoop here. Hadoop provides best solution. Best solution for all the challenges here. Best solution. Solution for all the challenges. All the challenges. Hadoop is the way to face the big data challenges. Yes, Hadoop is the right technology to face all the big data challenges. Hadoop, big data solution provider. Okay. Yeah. So these are the big data challenges. One by one we have to discuss. Tomorrow we'll discuss one by one. Yes. Any doubts for today? If no doubts, let us wind up session. Tomorrow we'll continue for the big data challenges. Right? Any doubts? Any doubts? Yes, case, any doubts? If no doubts, let us wind up session. Yes, we'll see tomorrow. Right? So thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Let us wind up session.